And we are back. And oh boy, has this been a week or what? Lots to talk about, so let's get right into it. First things first, we have to talk about our fellow comrades that are no longer with us. The bourgeoisie have taken over the means of production and have said no more for these individuals. Let's go over some notable characters that got let go this week. The biggest star, in my opinion, that got let go this week was Braun Strowman, a former world champion. Now, Braun hasn't really been doing anything of note lately. His most recent thing was that he had a feud against Jacob Fatu and he lost, which is not great. And he hasn't really been doing anything to keep himself relevant or hot with the crowd. Even the thing that first got him over, that move where he runs around the ring and then knocks somebody over, even that doesn't get a reaction no more. And Braun Breaker does that move or a similar move to it, which does get a reaction. So I don't really know who to blame for Braun Strowman. Himself and Creative wasn't doing anything to keep him over with the crowd. He was there just going through the motions, it felt, and Creative just wasn't interested in giving him anything to do. So while it is unfortunate that he was let go, it's no big surprise in today's WWE. Other notable wrestlers that were let go this week are Gigi Dolan, Shayna Baszler, and Dakota Kai. Please note that a lot more people were let go, but I'm just going to talk about the few that I found interesting. First wrestler, Gigi Dolan. I can't say that I am a big fan of hers, but I do find this interesting because back in WWE 2K24, in the campaign, there was a storyline where your character would get married to her in-game. I bring this up because the first time I saw that in the game, I thought they were trying to build her up. I was like, okay, they're giving her a main plot in the game, so they want her to be pushed. They want her to get in front of people. They want people to know her. I don't know if they were trying to build her up and then something happened or like it fell through, but it was very weird to dedicate a big portion of your yearly game to her and then like 1 year later, she's out of the company. Wrestler number 2, Shayna Baszler. While Shayna has been with the company for a really long time now, she hasn't been on TV for also a really long time, and every time she is on TV, her matches are either boring or dull, and she's losing them. So it is no big surprise that she was let go of the company. While it still sucks, it wasn't like a surprise. I feel like the writing has been on the wall for her for a really long time now. The last person I want to talk about is Dakota Kai. Now, if you don't remember, Dakota Kai is that woman that had 2 title shots on Raw for the Intercontinental title a couple of weeks back. And she lost both of them. And at the time, I was thinking, why would they have this girl fight for the title twice and lose 2 times? That just makes her look stupid and weak. But now that she's no longer with the company, I'm starting to think that they were planning on letting her go for a really long time, and they wanted to bury her so Lyra Valkyria looked better. Nevertheless, it always sucks to talk about people losing their job, so I hope they find something better soon. However, this is not the only bad PR the company has had this week, because both SmackDown and Raw sucked. So let's quickly go over them. In the year of our Lord, 2025, we had a Monday Night Raw open and close with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is the guy that you put in the front of the show if you want to kill the show off immediately. He hasn't been relevant since he broke up with the Bloodline that first time, and now he's just walking around backstage doing whatever the hell he is doing. The whole show was based off him and his decision. He had to pick if he was going to stay on Raw and get his ass beat by Braun Breaker or go to SmackDown. What an interesting dilemma we found ourselves in. It was so interesting that everybody in the crowd fell asleep. While Raw was a complete, utter shit show this week, SmackDown was not any better. But at least SmackDown is always shit, so we weren't surprised. The reason SmackDown was boring was because nothing happened. We had a match between Aleister Black and The Miz, and Aleister Black beat The Miz, which was kind of bullshit because The Miz is a past multiple-time world champion, so he should be treated better than he is, while Aleister Black is an AEW failure. The main event also wasn't any better because it had Nia Jax in it, and anything that has to do with Nia Jax in the ring is a complete fucking shit show. The only good aspect of the main event for SmackDown was that they are setting up a story between Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. I've talked about before how the company wants to push Jade to the moon, and I think they're starting to do that, but is it a bit too early? Jade is still very new in the ring. While she did look better this week, you can still tell that she's new, so she has things to work on. Now, you may argue that Tiffany Stratton is not any better and she is the champions, and I would say, fair point. So let's see what happens. And that was this week in wrestling. Just bad news on top of bad news, but hopefully good things are coming, and the next Raw and next SmackDown hopefully deliver. See you guys next time.